All right, guys, so I asked that $1 million question, and it's a plus size related. Why can we plus size cannot ride everything? Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we happen to be here at the Orange County Convention Center here in Orlando, Florida, where we have been invited by IAAPA. Right over here, guys, their expo. So IAAPA simply is the International Association of Amusement Parks and Attraction, and pretty much a lot of the vendors come over here to showcase everything that they have done, from the roller coaster vehicles to new attractions that are coming. Something the theme parks come over here and make announcement. For the most part, it happens here, I think, every year or every other year. So it's pretty cool, and we got invited over here to the media event to just walk around the floor and show you everything they have offering over there, they're currently offering over there. So we're super excited, and obviously we're bringing you guys with us over here. So anyways, if you happen to be brand new around here, hi, welcome to Good Case Adventures, and our main mission is to help you have fun when you come here to Central Florida or any theme park. With that said, please become part of our family by simply subscribing down below and hitting that like button if we're sharing any valuable content with you guys. Anyways, I know I'm ready, so let's go, ball. Hit the intro. Hit it!
I could show you how to defeat the now.
So the show or the expo doesn't start until 10 in the morning. As you can see, this parking lot is full of bouncy houses. Of course, they're not operational at this point, but we're gonna come back over here and show it to you later on. All right, family, here you go. IAAPA Expo. The floor is open at 10 in the morning. Oof, I cannot wait to show you guys everything that we're about to see down there. All right, my friends, this is what I mean by IAAPA. Look at this. You see? Coaster Engineering Design Adventure, Extreme Engineering. Look at it. So this is some of the projects that they're working on. Surfing Tsunami. Wow, that looks kind of dope. This machinery over here truly reminds me of something like Fun Spot. And as you can see back there, it's called Rides for You. Manufacturer, innovators, and creators. Look at that. Then you get to see this SBF Visa Group. Look at this. Reminds me, what is the riding Busch Garden? Falcon Fury? I think that's what it is. That's what it reminds me. Not as tall though, but this gives you an idea though. Just want to show you guys this like small roller coaster over here. It's called High Voltage that you get to experience over here. And these are the height limitations for the kids. Okay, so I tried to go in there, and it shouldn't come as a surprise at all. Obviously, I didn't fit, but I don't feel bad. I was there with my friend Ryan and Michael K, and they're like, dude, this is a tight squeeze. Like, they're even uncomfortable. So I don't know why this vehicle, they made it, it looks like they made it more like for smaller kids than actually adult. But look, Ryan is even tight. Look at Michael, he's tight over there. So it's one of the things that honestly I don't feel bad at all. But look at that. It does look fun though. But it was a tight squeeze. I almost fit though. I didn't miss. I missed it for by a couple of inches. But look at that. One thing I'm actually wondering is that if Guardian of the Galaxy, it is going to be like this. It seems like the prototype vehicle, just like Guardian of the Galaxy. So we'll see when they open it, but it looks like that. Hopefully, but obviously Guardian of the Galaxy looks a lot wider. My friend Ryan over there, our friend Ryan, he's desperate to get out.
I want to do more rides.
But is it a tight squeeze for you too?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So there you go. If you're looking at this guy, look at this. They're not plus sizes, and they're telling me that it was tight. So, but they liked it though. They enjoyed it. So Ryan and Michael decided to do hammer. Look at this. Nah, that looks fun.
I thought he lost the camera.
No, he holds that camera like deer life. Trust me, look at him. They're having a blast over there. I'm done hammering this guy down. Once I hit the hammer over there, they made it up to 98, up there almost. So see, plus size friend is good for some. All right, guys. So I asked that $1 million question, and it's a plus size related. Why can we plus size cannot ride everything? And I did speak to one of the manufacturer. I didn't want to put on the spot on camera, so I'm going to explain it to you. It's a combination of multiple things. For example, our weight has something to do. Pricing has something to do. Safety has something to do. And the actual G-force of the actual roller coaster has something to do. If a roller coaster happens to be strong in G-force, a 300-pounder going down or twisting upside down and stuff like that, looping and all that, is completely different than somebody that weighs 220 pounds. So it comes down to science. So when the theme parks actually do and plan according to do roller coaster, they have to plan for a specific size, but that's going to cost them more money to ensure the safety of every single guest. So to be fair to theme parks, they don't know. They could go and say, okay, we're going to plan for somebody who's 350, but here I come and I weigh 385 and I don't make it. So what is the perfect way? Even the manufacturer said, listen, nobody knows. So they could plan as much as they can, but unfortunately, the more that we weigh, the more money it could cost the theme park, the manufacturer, the fare. So, and it also has to do with your safety. So, for example, he gave me an example. There was a roller coaster here in the United States. Obviously, he didn't mention a name, but a lady was able to fit a tight squeeze. But unfortunately, because it was so strong, that her stomach came out of like position. Therefore, the safety came off because it was supposed to be touching her bone, and instead it was touching her belly. So because her belly moved, it actually unlocked. So those are the kind of factors that affect a manufacturer when they have to design a brand new roller coaster. So keep that in mind. It's all about, again, G-force, safety, price, and also the amount of people that it could fit in. So in a theme park, you know, like Disney Universal, I have to feed a lot of people too. So everything affects that. So I hope I was able to help you with that explanation. And for reference purposes, that's the machinery that Michael and Ryan were at, but it's called Altitude Rides and Attractions. Those are the manufacturer that explain to me the reasoning behind the weight and all that. Now this we know about Mako. Look at this. This is the manufacturer that designed Mako. Right over here. It's kind of cool to see the actual vehicle that you just look at this. You go down, that's amazing. You know, when you go to the theme park, obviously you don't get to see this, and you kind of rush in. You know, you're into this platform and you want to go in really quick. So the same company that made Mako, I want to show you that the same company that made Mako has made other big roller coasters like Dive Coaster. Oh, it looks fun. Look at that. Flying coaster. Hyper coaster. Aha, look at that. Look at this one, guys. Looks familiar, huh? Wing coaster. So I want to show you guys this VR unit over here. It actually been sold right over there. So you see a couple of guests riding it, and you get to see what they're seeing back there. That's pretty cool. And what's cool about these guys is that you get to see manufacturers from all over the world. Like for example, this one comes from Switzerland. www.abcrides.com from Switzerland. So here are some of the vendors that you get to see when you come here to IAAPA. If you're a theme park, of course, you're looking at items like this one that you could actually buy for your theme park. So obviously we're accustomed to see a little bit of everything when we go to the theme park. So that's kind of cool to see it over here too. So even in the IAAPA Expo, you could make a snow and bubble. Look at this. Yeah. This looks like fun. I bet you that if Kyla and Kala will be here, they would not mind being back here. This company is called Ninja Jump. And as you can see, this is basically what you can find around here. As a matter of fact, you could buy them. You could buy this big inflatable for $37.95. I guess it's a show special. A block party combo drive. Look at $37.95. So if you are one of these companies that provide services to different parties, you know, not necessarily a theme park, you could actually come over here and get to see this. Like here in Orlando, I don't know if in other states, but here in Orlando we got things like Monkey Joe's and things like that. So of course, they will come over here and buy different bounce houses. Now this is kind of cool. You can see our friend Michael over there, Michael K. He's having fun playing this VR experience. Now this is cool, guys. So if you were to be working on your own winter Wonderland village, here's where you could find a few items. The company is called Winterland Inc. No wonder, right? But it's kind of dope. Like again, if you're a theme park or a company that specializes on doing special events like Halloween and or Christmas. Look at this. Even for Halloween. Or a nightmare in Christmas. Often enough, we wonder where the actual theme parks get their technology from. Well, folks, there are company like this one. Check this out. Does this brings memory to you? You know, perhaps something close to Magic Band, or when you scan any ID, or you just used to pay. You know, all these can be found in shows like this one, definitely. Show you guys this VR experience. Look at this. So you're like in a sleigh, Santa sleigh. It's pretty nice though. So this was revealed this week over here in IAAPA, where they're gonna be using this on Fun Spot in Atlanta. The Aero Force One. This looks awesome though. Welcome aboard our journey into space. Aero Force One. Look at this. Fun Spot in Atlanta. They're coming for you, and that looks fun though. And they're expecting it to open on 2022. Now this is something that you don't get to see every day, guys. The actual wheels manufacturer for the different roller coasters, or any roller coaster. So I've been talking to some of the salesmen in the booth, and pretty much theme parks come over here and they work a deal with them and all that, so that way they could continue to sell them the different wheels. And you know, depending how often they wear off, sometimes these have to be changed every so often, like every couple of months, sometimes every year. So it's depending on the theme park. So awesome, learn something new every day. Here's another concept vehicle of a new roller coaster that is coming out. Zeus. So I was talking to one of the manufacturers of this concept over here. You were telling me that this is going to France, right? This is something you're doing in France. So of course I had to ask him the questions in regards to the plus size people like me. And what he was telling me, you know, they take everything on consideration. but unfortunately there's no one size fits all because everybody is a different size. Chad also explained to me the difference in this vehicle. For example, if you were to bring a kid over here, if you see this bar, it will go down towards basically almost his waist at that point, because it's like the kid will be, yeah, right, exactly, versus a larger person, let's say me. You know, he says that this one will let you go as far as 3 inches, right?
Yeah, if this distance is less than 3 inches, then
Right.
you're good to go.
So we will be good to go, exactly. But you could see in this type of vehicle, you know, that these barbers, for example, will be kind of on my belly at that point. Unlike the kid, if you go further down, you know, it will be more towards his torso. So I talked to Shad about also the fact that people like me has struggles over here with the wideness of, you know, our bottoms per se. So in a vehicle like this, Chad said basically this is actually more for your legs. If you notice back there, there's nothing over there that is for your hips. So they concentrate on just basically locking down your legs. So his company is taking everybody in consideration as much as they can. But, you know, as I'm talking to all the manufacturers, there's not a perfect way.
No, there's not. There's
You
not
know,
perfect.
I'm finding out that 300 per vehicle per seat is like the common denominator, but there's nothing perfect, you know. Now, I asked somebody, Shad, correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't know, each company is different, but if we were to cater more towards the plus size, and I'm a company, I'm a theme park, that means that I have to probably invest more money because the seats and the parts have to be wider and all that. So, you know, that cost also has an effect. The G-force also has an effect because depending how deep you drop and all that, also it's different on people's different weights.
Sure. I think the biggest thing that would affect the cost would be just the fact, I mean, we'd like to standardize. It's cheaper to make things if they're standardized. Some
Right.
people have come to us and asked about, you know, maybe one or two cars in the train that have a different seat, so to accommodate different people. And the problem with that is, of course, now we have less standard parts,
Right.
You know, and we're making probably fewer of one and a whole bunch of the other.
Right.
And the one that we're making fewer of is going to certainly cost a lot more.
Right.
And also just in terms of managing our parts and our inventory and things, fewer parts is easy,
Right.
better for the company for sure.
Because you're customizing this for the different theme parks. It's not like I'm gonna build this vehicle. We're in Florida, so I'm just gonna build this vehicle for Universal, and I could use it in France, and I could use it. No, it's just everything is different.
Yeah.
So if you by making it wider and all that, it will make it even challenging for you guys to
Yeah.
create parts or build up parts that they could use for maintenance later on.
Right, exactly. Now, one thing we have done, sort of in the other direction, we had a lot of requests from parks that wanted, you know, if they had us build a family ride, they
Okay.
wanted somebody smaller, like a smaller child, like, you know, like our standard seating arrangement accommodates children as short as 42 inches tall.
Oh, okay.
And we had a park ask us, can we go down to 40?
Okay.
And we said, well, not with this particular arrangement of padding. But we were able to make a different pad for the lap bar. It's a little thicker. And we also were able to add a pad back here in this space.
Right.
Because we found that the really little kids, they could tuck their foot up under their butt and turn their knees to the side and stand up.
Wow.
And so by putting a pad back there, that doesn't give their foot any place to go. They get
Wow.
their foot back there, but they can't get it back far enough to then be able to turn their
Wow.
knees to stand up. And so by just switching pads, we can accommodate down to 40 inches.
Interesting.
It does cost us a little on the high end, though.
Right.
Because this pad is thicker and there's less space back here. And so, you know, that's the trade-off. So we have made accommodations in that direction. So, you know,
It could be-
there's nothing to
yeah.
say that maybe we couldn't make
It could be done.
an
Yeah.
accommodation in the other direction.
But if I'm gonna be fair over here. if I was a theme park and I come to you and I say, Shad, I need you to make me a vehicle that is feasible for even to cater plus size friends. You will be like, okay, we could do that. How much weight do you want? You know, and if I make it, okay, 400, then somebody weighs over 400, then they're like, well, I cannot ride it. So, you know, how much,
There's always a
right, how much do we push, you know what I mean?
The goal is to accommodate as many people
As many as you
possible.
can, yeah.
That's definitely always the end goal.
And
And like I was thinking too, you know, if we did accommodate, 400 and make it a wider seat, we're going to suffer just like the opposite was true with the little kids, the 40-inch
Right.
kids. On the other end, we're going to suffer. So if we made a bigger seat, now that seat can't, maybe you have to be 46 inches to ride in that seat.
Right.
So we're trying to find a balance.
So you cannot
Yeah.
please them all.
Can't
That's
please them all,
that-
but
yeah.
we do our best. We definitely
Yeah.
do our best.
Well, I mean, compared to before, now this is, Chad is telling me, a lot of the vendors are telling me 300 per seat or 600 per vehicle is this kind of somewhat standard. I mean, this is now in 2021, almost 2022. Who knows? In the
Yeah.
future, we may be talking about more.
Yeah.
But for now, this is it. But Chad,
Where
thank
we
you
are.
so much for your time,
You're
man,
welcome.
and for being so brave to explain us. And now I have a whole bunch of a whole community that I want to basically pass the message. So
Okay.
if you happen to be in France, you may see this one is is it already going on 20? Is it coming
Yeah,
2021?
Well, it says no. They misprinted our sign. It's
Oh, okay.
2022.
2022. Darn pandemic put everybody behind. So anyway, so there you go. If you happen to be in France, what theme park is this?
Park Asterix.
Park Asterix. So there you go. You get to see this vehicle in action. Thank you, Chad.
You're
Appreciate you, man. I'll be honest with you guys. If you ever have the chance to come to IAAPA, this is a whole entire world over here. Like, I've been walking around for an hour and a half, and I'm not even halfway through the show. Like, the show is all the way up to down here. So this is a kind of show that you're gonna need, I'll say, about 2 to 3 days in able to enjoy it. But you get to see everything. So for example, look at this. If you're into the decoration for Christmas, because if you're a theme park or an entertainment establishment, this is where you could actually find around here. You get to see a company that makes wristbands for a lot of companies out there, a lot of theme parks. So look at this. And as you know, we're already used to seeing these for special events. For example, I just came from, Disney Very Mary's, Bull Bash. So these are some of the wristbands that this company provides to Disney and other companies out there. This is kind of cool. Look at these guys. Look what we got here. You guys recognize this? Do you recognize this? If you recognize these guys, yes, you're right. This is what Disney uses. This is their company that supply them this weapons detection. And I was talking to the vendor over there, and I'm like, this is like the best invention in the world, or maybe Disney's number one best investment so far. Because if you agree with me, you know that this has sped up the process. I just told them I wish Universal would do the same thing, and they said they might. So who knows? Something you don't see every day. The manufacturer of all the fans, they sell to theme parks. Look at that big one up there. Yeah. We know these fans for sure, especially in the summer, especially when they're spraying some water too, because around here in Florida is very well appreciated and needed. If you guys have not heard about this is Haas, and basically Haas is collecting a lot of hair on behalf of Give Kids a World Village, because this is part of Ripley's, believe it or not, guys. They're trying to just break the world's record on the most hair collected. They probably did it because it used to be in a booth, and I believe it's already, they probably broke that record. So that's kind of cool. So they're still taking hair around here. See? Ripley's shave the beard and make it weird. Oh, and I'm digging this, guys. Look at this Happy Halloween. It's pretty cute though. But look at this. Awesome though. I'm actually in disbelief the amount of cool things that you can find in this show. Look at this. Force dynamics. So can you imagine going to arcade locations where you could actually drive something like this? Look at that. That is pretty cool though. So we're getting ready to go to Stream Roller, and Stream Roller is actually a virtual reality experience. They're calling it a mixed reality experience because you have a device that you have to hold with your hand. And what we're gonna do, it's called the Hunting of Olivia. So we're gonna walk in there and we're gonna actually find Olivia's spirit and try to hunt it down. So that's kind of cool. I've seen a couple of pictures and videos on this, and I'm super excited to do this. Oh, wow.
Oh, this shit.
Oh, wow. Look at that, guys. Whoa! What the heck? Look at that. Whoa. We're moving, guys. Come on. What's going on? Whoa. Look at these guys over here. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, there she is. Oh my.
Oh my god.
Oh, there she is.
Olivia?
Me to lead to you now? Well, I shall leave with you
Whoa. Look at that. Olivia made a mess on the floor. There's books all over.
We'll have to take care of it.
Yeah. I started getting nervous when they told me I gotta put a seatbelt on. Wow. It was a great experience. Thank you. All right, guys. So that was super amazing, that experience. They're telling us that they basically use this just to promote it. Obviously, if the price is right, they will sell it to you. But that was amazing. Somebody needs to come up with something like this in a theme park or local attractions that we can actually experience it. Amazing. These are the kind of things you guys can also find over here. Hi, you recognize this? Anybody? Right over here. This is the manufacturer for Tron, and we can now wait, see, from Disneyland Shanghai Tron, and we can now wait until they open it up here in Magic Kingdom. IAAPA outdoor exhibits, guys. So earlier today, everything was on the floor, remember? Now everything is active. So these are things that you can come over here and check out as well. Alrighty, guys, so from the convention center here in Orange County, thank you, IAAPA, for inviting us today. It was super fun. Hey, we got to find out some good information, some cool stuff that may be coming up. So we experienced a couple of great things that they're offering on different theme parks. We also got to ask the question, the million-dollar question: how do they design these rides, the seating for these rides? So an amazing experience, guys. So thank you, IAAPA, for inviting us. It was super fun, but sadly this adventure has ended. And with that said, we gotta remind everybody to subscribe and smash that like button, turn on that bell for notification, and don't forget to leave us a comment down below. Always remember to smile out, be great, be cool, and guys, and stay awesome. We'll see you in our next adventure. Bye, guys. See ya. Bye.